The other night, I was meant to have drinks with my friend. Unfortunately, he had other plans, and he bailed on me last second. But I was already there when he told me. So I figured, why not? I'll sit down and have a drink. A man sat down next to me, and he ordered the same drink I did. So naturally, I started a conversation with him. At first, we just talked about our drinks and why we liked the drinks that we liked. We talked about our jobs and how our day went. But then, afterwards, the conversation got stranger. He never explained the circumstances. But once, he said he met the devil. It wasn't the traditional devil that he saw or spoke about. It was something different. It was strange. You always think the devil would be big and bad and scary, but the way this man described the devil, it was. He said that he saw a little girl. She was very pale. She was wearing a white dress, and she had no shoes on. His conviction was so strong that I couldn't doubt him. Every cell in my body told me he was telling the truth. But was he telling the truth? Was this mere man that I met in some bar really telling the truth about meeting the devil? And how did you know it was the devil? I asked him. He said it was the aura that she gave off. It was everything around her. It seemed lifeless and wrong. I felt as if I was being judged, he said. And then she opened her eyes, and her eyes were stone. They were black stone. She then called me by my name, which I never spoke, and asked, "Are you here to play with me?" And then I backed up, my companion said. I turned around and I started to walk. Kiddishly, I put my hands on my ear for fear she would speak more. But when she spoke, it was as if I've never plugged my ears at all. She said, "What's wrong, Faust? You don't want to play with me anymore? We had so much fun last time." Even though I'm not a religious man, I believe some part of me wanted to pray like I've never have before. And even though my companion denied any knowledge of playing with this girl, I could not help but feel as if he's holding something back. I waved that feeling off and brought up more lighter subjects. The rest of the night passed in a blur. At the end of the night, we walked out together towards our respective cabs. As I got in my taxi, I noticed a very pale girl, wearing a white dress, with no shoes on, staring right at my companion. Before I could react, the taxi started moving, but I will never forget those stone black eyes as she turned around and mouthed the words, "Are you here to play with me?"